Hi Pisces, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the remainder of your month, so just take what resonates. But as well, I want to thank you in advance for your love and support by liking, commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Definitely join this Piscean tribe. But as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you. There's something very consistent and pleasant about your energy. You could find that you're a true organizer in the remainder of May or throughout the month in general. But we'll begin by pulling, keeping it simple by pulling from the Tattoo Tarot deck. Okay, I'm now hearing, tattoos might come in handy or take a relevance beyond your mind. But I do feel as if tarot readings will be a focus or just a benefit in one way, shape, or form in the remainder of the month. For Pisces, money and career for mid-May. Wow. I feel as if you have a lot going on, but it's not really overwhelming you. I just feel as if, as I pick one off the ground, things aren't moving as quickly as you expect, but I just feel like everything sort of comes to you all at once. There's a lack of communication at the center of your reading that you truly desire, which I feel as if will come in if it's meant for you in the upcoming months. Do keep that in mind, okay? There's something very chillaxed about you proper. It feels like you've overcome certain emotions recently that have left you feeling more stable. People are recognizing this, okay? You're very spiritually connected, but very secretive. It's like, yes, I will open up to a certain extent, but I'm not gonna wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm not going to express everything I've been going through, okay? Or even what I'm deciding to move towards. It feels like certain levels of nosiness or just certain people, energies in the work environment may frustrate you. You're the only water sign that I've done today for the mid-month readings where I am literally sitting cross-legged with my back fully on the chair. Does that make sense? I'm sitting all the way back in my chair, feeling very aligned, very focused, but very relaxed. People do respect that. And if you're interviewing in the second half of May, you may not receive the call back right away, especially if it's at the end of the month when you're interviewing. But I do feel as if you are setting the tone by being relaxed and making them feel comfortable, okay? It's not always, if at all, beneficial to be, leaning towards the person you're interviewing in a kind of anxious way. But for whatever reason, you do expect the worst, or you feel as if there's certain difficulties, annoyances that are hard to not focus on, right? Whether that's at work, it's in a living situation, a financial investment, or all of which, you're just going to find as if you need to take a deep breath. They're saying relax, which should be easy for you, but relax your mind all the meanwhile, as I'm told to put this back into the deck. Where are your passions lying at this time? As I feel you're pushed to recognize that you're one strong individual from all you've been through, from all you've been feeling recently. And you may be pushed to channel any leftover emotions towards something, like channel it towards something creative, productive, potentially even to help other people. But all the meanwhile, that feels more like a side gig or a hobby of some sort. And it could make you money all the meanwhile. But I do feel as if a lot of you are creators, developers in your own way, whether you're an entrepreneur or you are an employee, okay? It could be both, or you could be working multiple jobs, however it works for you. I feel like you're not letting, moving forward, the stresses get the best of you, and it's a beautiful thing. There's just, again, this very peaceful vibe about you as you show people how it's done. They're saying makeup artist. Interesting. Do I have a makeup artist attracted to this reading or drawn to it? You're blossoming through your work, even if it doesn't realize that. Some levels of blossoming and growing, developing are more relevant than others or more noticeable. As well, I feel like if you're producing certain levels of work, right? Say you produce content for online, or just you make art, or you, again, do makeup or something of the sort, could even be songs. It feels like there's a very artistic crew here attracted to this reading, some of which is going to gain more attention, more success than others, okay? But everything happens the way it's meant to. You're going to be surprised as to what is more successful than the rest. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I also feel as if people are just noticing you for the change in your energy as you trickle through the remainder of the month of May, okay? It's like, you know, there are certain reasons to celebrate, but you all the meanwhile don't feel fully colorful for whatever reason. With the Two of Wands flying onto the ground, I truly feel like it's the universe trying to push you away from that mindset of lack or just what you desire so badly, and just recognizing that everything's falling into place as it's meant to. Everything is going to happen and is happening in destined timing, period, okay? You can't rush when something is meant to happen. Otherwise, it won't happen the way it's meant to, or it will just be the incorrect situation for oneself, okay? I feel a very well thought out vibe about you as well, where as you're creating, developing, once again, planning potentially, trying to see the future. Was it your reading that I forgot where I mentioned tarot readings? Seeing the future to an extent, or trying to. I feel as if you are being recognized for your vibe once again, but a well thought out is what I was saying. Well thought out way of being, where you're thinking about every word you're speaking, every sentence before spitting it out. You're thinking about mulling over your creations before uploading it or getting it out into the universe in one way, shape, or form. And they're saying, or submitting it. Don't overthink though, right? There's a balance between being well thought out and overthinking. Find that middle ground, so that things just feel smooth sailing moving forward. This feels like a lot, right? And I feel like at times that's the way your workload feels, or just this transition you're going through. I feel as if there could be certain energies around you, especially if you're empathic, that make you feel quite stressed. Don't add more stress into one's mind as well by overthinking or just overanalyzing to the point where it reminds you that other factors outside of you are going to stress you out. Don't be one of them, okay, on top of it all. But with the Two of Cups, I feel as if you could be meeting someone, as far as networking goes, someone very important. It definitely could be an interview once again, where you're heading towards an opportunity that's meant for you, or a gateway to another opportunity. You could find that someone's introducing you to an important friend or associate, where that's going to lead you to a new contract, a new work opportunity, or just a step up in the right direction. It could be an upgrade for your business. Some might be thinking about signing a specific contract. Do read the fine print and delay it a little bit, okay? Not the ideal time to be signing a contract for oneself. But I do feel as if you're manifesting a lot, and you could be at times putting your hand up and saying no or stop to certain annoyances or difficulties, or it may feel like you at times want to just decline an opportunity that isn't meant for you. Trust that, as you are manifesting a lot at this time, okay? So therefore, it reiterates the power of your mind, the importance to keep things simplistic and only desire what you truly want, okay? We all know that at times we can want stuff or opportunities that aren't truly meant for us, just to fit a certain mold, or just to fast track things. Anyways, all the meanwhile, there's a focus on your happily ever after, your fulfillment, right? We have the rainbow and the 10 cups, and I feel like you're getting steps closer to that, but it just feels like things could be, with the 8 of Wands in reverse, progressing just a little bit slowly for oneself, okay? You're gonna want things to move quicker, but they're meant to pick up in the month of June. Just recognize that. Remember that, as it's like the universe saying you don't need to be in control 24/7. Just take a deep breath and embrace the fact that you do have that beautiful, calm way of being, but you're going to alter that in the wrong direction if you don't just breathe, okay? And go with the flow and be one with the slow pace of things. as I feel the level of income coming in won't satisfy you to the fullest extent. But again, that's going to increase moving forward with all the efforts you're putting forth. Taste of a small taste of justice for oneself, to say the very least. As we pull a last couple cards, yeah, you're being noticed, to say the very least. Especially if you work online, that content is gaining you a true level of attention that you've been desiring. And it feels like certain past emotions have been tied up into what you want to go after. And the time will come soon enough. It just doesn't feel like that perfect timing for you. Even though there is a certain level of moving around, accomplishing to-do lists, right? Obligations. But don't overwhelm oneself as you're pushed to be honest with yourself as to what you truly want. This could be a time for you to reassess what you truly want when it comes to your career or where you want to live, right? Or maybe both. What you want to truly achieve when it comes to your career. As again, it's a very spiritually connected time for you. And I feel like that honesty with oneself feels kept to oneself, right? You're not going to be outwardly expressing to anybody what you discover or remind oneself of. And again, this is where I got that celebration from before. You're going to feel the need to celebrate at certain points or even more so moving forward. But for whatever reason, there isn't a true level of color. And that's why you're being pushed to recognize what's going to give you that full fulfillment and happiness that you truly deserve in the category of money and career. All right, get ready as things do speed up in the upcoming months, but it's a time to slow down and remember and or recognize as things start to improve for oneself, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Pisces.